Once upon a time, there was a family of ducks that lived in a fountain. It was a beautiful fountain with twinkly lights and shooting streams of water that floated through the air. The ducks were even more beautiful than the fountain. They had fluffy yellow feathers, shiny white beaks, and their quacks sounded like lovely music. They even had pretty duck names like Dina Duck and Denny Duck. The ducks loved their family and their home. They splashed and swam together all day. Every Sunday, children came to visit and would feed the ducks lots of bread. They'd even take pictures of the ducks doing special water tricks. One day, the mommy duck had an announcement. There was going to be a new duckling joining their happy family. She pointed to the egg sitting in a nest next to the fountain. Soon the egg would hatch, and the duck family would have a new baby brother or sister. The ducks couldn't wait for the egg to hatch. They were so excited to see the duckling, to brush her soft yellow feathers, to feed her shiny white beak, and to listen to her musical quacks. They waited and waited until one day, the egg finally started to crack. The duck family gathered around and lifted their wings to get ready to clap at their beautiful new duckling. But they didn't clap. They didn't know what to do. This little duckling didn't have soft yellow feathers or a shiny white beak. Instead, the feathers had brown and white spots, except on its head where they were bright green. And the beak was bright red. And its quacking was more like a loud honk. Oh no. The mommy duck went over to quack hello to her little baby. She didn't care if her duckling looked different. She loved it anyway. But the older duck brothers and sisters weren't so nice. They didn't give the duckling a pretty name like Delia or Daisy. No, they just called it the ugly duckling. They laughed at the ugly duckling's loud honk, and they wouldn't teach the ugly duckling any of their favorite water tricks. The older ducklings thought they were better than the ugly duckling. They didn't listen when their mommy told them not to call their little sister mean names like ugly. They just kept doing it. The ugly duckling cried, and the mommy duck hugged her very tight. "I love you," the mommy duckling said, "and I know that you are beautiful and special in your own way." But the ugly duckling didn't cheer up. She kept crying, and when the children came the next Sunday, she swam behind a rock to hide so they wouldn't call her ugly too. The older ducks started doing their special water tricks, but for the first time, the children didn't pay attention. Instead, they gathered around the newest duckling who was hiding behind the rock. "I don't know why this one is hiding. She's so cool. Look how many colors this one has. This one has its very own kind of quack. I love that this duck is different from the rest." The children cheered and took pictures of the ugly duckling, and suddenly she didn't feel sad or ugly anymore. She started quacking her special quack and splashing with her spotted feathers. She felt happy because Mommy was right. She was special in her own way. The older ducks watched the children and realized they had been very wrong. Their little sister did have a lot of beautiful colors, and it was kind of neat that her voice was so different. They had been mean to call the new duckling ugly. That wasn't very nice at all. Just because something is different doesn't mean it's ugly. That night, they swam over and said, "We're very sorry that we were mean to you. Will you forgive us? We promise to never call you the ugly duckling again. Instead, we can call you Dora Duck." "That sounds great," Dora Duck said as she splashed away with her family. She felt special and loved, and they all lived happily ever after. The end.